You guessed it. It's time for another brew day, baby. That is a big grain bill. A very big grain bill. 9.8 kilograms of malt. 3.3 kilograms of flaked barley. And also in the malt there at the bottom, you not see it, we've got 1.5 kilograms of roasted barley. Hello everybody, hello. Welcome to another brew day. We've got the strike water heating up. And we're brewing 60 litres, yes 60 litres of stout. Probably like a Guinness clone, but things have gone wrong in a sense that I run out of pale malt, Otter. So I've made some substitutions. I'll just tell you what they are. I have 5.1 kilograms of Otter. I needed 9.8. So I've added to this, and I've looked online, and I think I can get away with it. Might change it slightly, but not too much. I can add 4.7 kilograms of Pilsner malt, and also I wanted to bitter with 135 grams of cluster hops. Don't have them, so I'm going to put 60 grams of cluster in. That's all I've got. 35 grams of North Down because it's a bag that I've got left, and then I don't want to open another bag. I've got some Chinook, Litre, Cascade. I want to save these all, you see. So I'm going to put 60 grams of the wild hops in there, and it's going to take me to about 150 grams or so of hops. Here's the smells amazing. That's the Cascade and North Down. So I'm just going to go and get the wild hops, and we'll pop them in. And I've also got the yeast starter rocking and rolling there, and that's washed yeast in there, and I've used 2 jars of Irish ale yeast. Okay, now I've just been to get some of my wild hops, and there was moisture in the bag. So they were wet at the bottom, and I thought, you know, I could probably retrieve some of them because I'm doing a 60 litre batch of beer, actually. Yeah, 60 litres. Thought, no way is it worth taking risk and fucking it all up for the sake of a few hops. So I've been and opened another pack of North Down. They're not quite as high. Oh god, shit me eye now. They're not quite as high as the cluster hops with the alpha acids, but you know, I've put an extra 20 grams in, so let's see how it goes. Got the flake barley in the bottom of the mash tun there, because I want to prevent, because I'm using the Pilsner malt, which is a finer crush for some reason, I want to prevent any stuck sparges. So that's got a bigger particle size, so that's going at the bottom, and then I shall slam the rest of the malt on top. And obviously the heat of the strike water shouldn't affect the barley, flake barley, because that's not where we're getting our enzymes from. So next time you see me, I'll have a beer in my hand and a smile on my face. Let's rock on. I told you, beer in hand. It's a cider. I've just mashed in, doughed in. It's 20 to 3. Let's make a note of that. Mash in to, it's not quite, but we'll put it 240. And I thought I'd shoot some footage of the mash. Now look at the size of the tun, and it's full to the brim. So there are about 13 kilograms of grain in here. That's the colour we've got. and this has got 38 litres of water in, almost. Probably 37. And the last litre I'm just going to run in around the edges just to remove this. And the lid has been off for a minute or two because we were about 68 the mash temp, and I just wanted to let that come down a little bit because it is freezing outside. The door's open there. It's probably about, I don't know, 6 degrees outside, 5 degrees. So yeah, let's mix that beast in. Let's just take a little temperature reading. Oh, it's creeping up to 69. And I'm looking for 66.7. So I think I'll throw that last litre of water away and just stick a litre of cold water in here. So, see you back at the sparge. There's the mash tun. Put some tin foil on it because the Pilsner malt that I've used in here is renowned for giving me a stuck sparge, so this time round I'm going to fly sparge, but I don't have a sparge arm, so this is the trick I'm using. It's just tin foil on the top with holes put in it to stop the grain bed being disturbed. And I've just done a reading. We're running at 1085 for the first run-ins. Now I'm just going to have to change this bucket out. Hold on. That's one bucket. That's another bucket. And we've still got steamed up already. Alright, I don't need to show you that because I now have a sight glass. That's a radiator valve, so I can turn it off if I need to, if I spring any leaks or the glass breaks. And then we've got the sight glass up here, marked out. So we're at 33 litres left to come out through the sparge. So we'll let this run, it's looking good. And then we'll come back when we're ready to boil, I think. Lovely job. Mashed out as well in 40 minutes. Conversion was complete, so I thought, yeah, saved me a bit on a brew day, so we started sparging. Oosh. We are boiling. We are boiling. Managed to pull, I'll show you, 70 litres of wort off. We've been boiling 20 minutes, so that's dropped by a few now. As you can see, we're rolling away in there. That's a badass boil. I mean a badass boil. And got the wort chiller out and the Irish moss ready to go. So they're ready to rock and roll, baby. And obviously in here, if I move this paraphernalia, we can see the remnants of the sparge. Look at that stuff there. Let's get rid of this foil, that's done its job. You can see the holes I pricked in it, it worked an absolute treat. My final run-ins were coming at about 10:15 and I had a pre-boil gravity of 10:49 and I was shooting for 10:45, so you know, that's well. Now, as so often happens on my brew days, it started to piss it down outside, so I'm going to leave this in the mash tun until tomorrow. and then dispose of it then. Lovely grain bed. No problems with the sparge whatsoever. It ran really well. Still drinking the cider here. So, hold on. Flip round. There we go. It's a flip camera after all. So, that's it. We're going to boil this out. The yeast starter's foaming up nicely. I'll show you that. You see that's running really well. Still rotating on the old trendy stir plate, which I think is a good thing because I've got 60 litres of water to pitch my yeast into, so you know I don't think that one or two of the jars just alone without making a starter would have cut it. I need a high cell count, so I want this to kick off fairly quickly. So the next step in the process is going to be adding the Irish moss for the protein break and chilling the wort. The wort chiller is in and on. If I move that spoon, you can have a look in there. There we go. We've got the hops. The wort chiller is steamed up already. Wort chiller down there. Lid on. As you can see, we've finished just under 60 litres. I might have to top up with a couple of litres into each fermenter, but we'll see. I'll take a gravity reading shortly. And we've got the fermenting bins here ready to go. 3 of these are going to be filled. And then one of them's there. If I've got time tomorrow, I might do myself something different. I don't know. Quite happy with this 60 litres of stout. Anyway. Right, so yeah. Next thing, we'll get this cooled down and we'll see what we lose due to shrinkage. I expect that volume to drop a little bit more. It's foaming. There you see we've got the pump on. And we're now going to aerate the wort for 10 minutes. And in here, if I just show you this, if we can grab them, we have 2 air stones there, oxygenating the wort for us. Lovely. We're chilled down. We're at 22 degrees. We've ended up with 58 litres. I can soon top that up once we get it into the fermenters. And in fact I might top it up in here, it'd probably make more sense. And then we can pop it in there. There you can see we're finishing up. What a day. Just drinking a dry hopped Worthy's White Shield. These 2 are full. 1, 2. That's my 3rd. As you can see, the yeast starter has now reduced significantly. There's enough left in there for 1 more dose, which is going in that bad boy. And yeah, started at 1 o'clock and it is now 7:45. I've had a really relaxed brew day. I've not rushed about for anything. I've sat and watched the Formula 1 race. Well, no, the qualifying, the race is tomorrow. I've drank 2 litres of cider. Started drinking my home brew. So it's taken me, I'll be finished, it'll be a 7-hour brew day to brew 60 litres of beer. I feel pretty good about it. And to be honest, I think I could have shaved 2 hours off the day by preheating the water, you know, getting everything ready the night before. And I could have done this in 5 hours easily. But here we are in 7, and we've got Chinese takeaway en route. Salt and pepper chicken for me, baby. So, thanks for watching my brew day, and if you're lucky, I'll put some footage of the fermentation on the end if we get a chance. But yes, it's a dry Irish stout, just in case you didn't pick up on that. It'll probably be in the description. Well, I didn't get a chance to film it straight away, but guess what? This is day 3. And look at that for a Krausen ring, and on the other barrel as well. It went bloody mental. Have a look inside. It finished up really quick. Like I say, it's day 3 today. Oh, I'm blocking the light now. And there she is. She's still bubbling away, but quite slow. I'm going to secondary it tomorrow, perhaps. We'll just see what the airlock activity's like. Really impressed. So, cheers for watching, guys.